Hey, how's it going? And today I wanted to show you how to create what I call a media plate in LightWave. And this is for ultimately creating your own textures within LightWave, specifically a bump map that can then be transferred over to Unreal Engine or another program. Previously, I actually created this in Photoshop, but then I realized you don't even need to go to Photoshop. You can do this within LightWave itself. So this is just one part of being able to build your own textures in LightWave. So to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the camera, and I'm just going to go to the surface baking camera right here, and we can close that. And what we're going to do is we're going to set this to 2K. We could set it to 4K, but I'm just going to set it to 2K. So I'm going to go 2048 tab 2048, just like that. And so this will be a 2K square image that we can use as the basis for our material. Then what we can do is we can actually click off it here, and we can go into the light properties here and shadows, turn off ray trace shadows for that light, and then turn it off for this other light too. And then what we're going to do is we're going to go into the render properties here and just turn off all of this here, all these features, because we don't need them. And I'm sure we could turn these off, but it's not really gonna, we're just gonna render one frame, so I don't think it's gonna affect anything. And for our output, well, our buffer here, we're gonna turn off, I guess we can turn off alpha, and we're gonna turn off final render even. There's one down here called transparency, so we're just gonna click that. And then for our output, I'm gonna go ahead and it's set to PNG 24. If I click here, I want this to render transparency, so I need to click that there. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this on a PNG 32. So that's all set up there. And then all we have to do is I'm just going to go ahead and render the frame here. And of course we don't see anything. And I can come up here and go to File, and I'm going to set this out as a PNG 32. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to call this media plate. I've done this a couple times already, and go save. Now I saved this out as a 32. I'm sure this could be saved out as a 24 too, but I just want to have that extra latitude in case I need it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into Photoshop right here, and I'm going to go ahead and open that file, and there it is. So this is the same, you'll see it's a PNG and it's completely transparent, and this is the same as I would have constructed it if I had done it in Photoshop. So if I come up here and I go to File, New, and this is, let's say I go 2048 by 2048, and I set the background content to transparent, and I go OK, you'll see it creates the same exact thing. So with this file now saved, I can bring this into LightWave and record out or render out different textures onto this surface here, onto this media plate. So anyway, that's all I had for today. This is just a part one of what is coming. I'm going to do a tutorial next on how we can actually start rendering out these textures. So stay tuned for that one.